Hey
All right,
everybody, welcome back. We got the VeVe addicts and the real Randy Chavez here. Thank you for stopping by.
yeah, of course, it's fun. And I guess the first thing, like breaking news over the last like 10, 15 minutes, we have Carnage coming in. And I don't know about you. So the reason why I'm so pumped for the next drops, like all these movies, even the ones that haven't been announced yet, like let's say we haven't had a Nintendo partnership yet or a Pokemon partnership. At least they haven't been announced yet.
Yeah,
Uh, but we obviously have the Spider-Man announcement, and we kind of guessed that after the announcement of the James Bond partnership, those NFT that's going coinciding with the movie, we're going to have more of those, and we are having that with Carnage. That comes out, I think in like 2 days that movie comes out, so it actually does coincide with the movie, like on the drop day,
yep.
and I can't wait for that. Do you know a lot about Carnage and Venom?
I don't know too much. I'm not so much of a comic book, you know, collector, but I do know the basic minimum. And honestly,
Yeah.
being in this VV world, I'm learning so much more. Like, I know that it's Amazing Spider-Man 361. So the whole storyline is amazing. It's going to be our second Amazing Spider-Man on the app as well. So I think that that's going to do wonderful things for number one.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. I think the comic was released in 1992, and I know there are a lot of people in their late 20s in here on the app, so probably gonna be the year they were born. So they're gonna be like, "Oh, this is gonna be great," and you also have the chance of getting mint number 1992 as well.
Yeah.
And you have the yeah. So basically, the ooze, the symbiote, it comes from space and it infects Eddie Brock. He's the one that becomes Venom. And eventually, when Eddie Brock gets arrested, like spoilers if you haven't read this comic in like the last 30 years, gets into jail, and then the symbiote comes and like rescues him. And then as it rescues him, it infects who will become Carnage. I think Woody Harrelson is playing him in the movie, and it infects him as well. And so not only does Eddie Brock escape, but the symbiote, at least part of it, attaches to his cellmate. He becomes like mass Carnage. Uh, for Eddie Brock, him and Venom are similar to Bruce Banner and the Hulk. They share a body, and but they do have different minds. They both have different wants. They just kind of put their differences aside, and they do work together in certain aspects. And the Carnage, though, it's just he's like Professor Hulk. It's just they're one mind, one body, and that just makes him a lot more devastating. And he can like take his body and just throw it. He can make his body like, oh, I'm gonna grow an axe as an appendage, cut it off and throw it at people. It's bananas. So I really can't wait for that to happen. I'm very excited for it. Did you? How you been doing on the drops? What have you been getting?
Oh man, I'm common gang. Like
Same.
honestly, these I just got a rare actually for the X-Men drop. So,
Oh, nice.
Scarlet Witch, that's a nice one personally.
Yeah, that's a good one.
She's,
Trying to think.
she's super OP.
Yeah, are you caught up with the MCU and all that?
Mostly I have a few what if episodes that, I'm behind, but I'm pretty caught up. But honestly, this Phoebe has just been I have to digest so much every day. It's a few hours of content that you have to stay in spaces or be on
Yeah, there's a lot.
Discord or something. So
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of them, and that X Men you got that's worth about $300 right now. So congrats on that.
yeah,
Um,
thanks. How'd you do?
but I got a common, but I got common number 1962. So
Oh,
it's under 2000, and it's really close to the year that that comic came out in 64. So a lot of people are saying, "Oh, hold on to it." Like, I mean, I'm not going to sell it anyway. I mean, if someone offers me like $1,000 for it, sure, I'll do that, and I'll try to get another set, or at least as much to another set as I can. Are you more of a comic collector on the app, or are you going for the collectibles? What's your strategy?
so I'm more of a collectible,
Mhm.
but these comics are like I didn't have a chance to, get a Marvel one 1939. I wasn't
Yeah.
around. So I feel like all of these comics that classic, that 1991 and prior, I have to at least get one because why not? I didn't have a
Yeah.
chance to before, so I might as well get it now. But I
Yeah, of
really
course.
do like these collectibles. Completing a set, that thrill it's nice.
Yeah,
What about
it's
you?
a hunt. It's a chase. I like the collectibles also. The reason why I never really collected the comics is because the comics are, even though I love comics in real life, big Deadpool fan, big Wolverine fan, Captain America, and all that, but the comics, the complete, if you complete a comic set, it doesn't count towards your completed sets on your profile,
Yeah.
even though there'll be in the Master Collector program, we'll get the article later on this week where it'll say, hey, so you're going to get a certain amount of points for how many collectibles you have. You're getting a certain amount of points for how many sets you completed, and a certain amount of points for how many comics you have. For me, it's just that number, like that mental thing on my profile. If I have all the comic sets, my number's still the same in my profile for completed sets. So I've been going. I actually had a secret rare Journey into Mystery that I got, and with that, I wound up getting at the time it was only a couple grand, but I used that in conjunction with some more funds, and I got a Stephen Pugh Harley Quinn, the one that's only
Oh,
500 of them. Yeah,
nice.
so I was like, so I got that at like 5 grand, and now it's like 9 grand. It's like, yes, I did a
Nice.
good thing. What about you? What's been your favorite set so far? Your favorite collectible that you have?
Uh, my favorite set, I would have to say, oh God, that's a hard one. They're getting up there, but the Pride set is really, really nice. That
Yeah,
Givenchy, it's really good. Um,
that high end stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I just like that it was like at the time of the app, there was no other poster that was like that, like the Alex Ross posters for this Ultraman 2D,
yeah,
they were static. This was
yeah.
this was like different level. I
It
was
was
like,
high
wow.
end, yeah, upper
Yeah,
echelon type of thing.
yeah, and
Did you
then
get them?
yeah, I got one on drop. I got one on drop. I should have bought more. Actually, I bought one more off the secondhand market, but then I sold it to get a backstab labbit. So
Okay. All right. That's good. Yeah. No, I think those will actually go up a little bit. October 2nd, I think, is when the series 2 of that drops.
yeah,
So
Saturday.
very pumped for that.
Yep, it's at like
Good.
3.2 right now. So
Yeah.
hopefully it goes up.
Yeah.
But
So I can't wait for that. I can't wait for the Medium article, the OMI utility. The one thing that I thought like a few weeks ago, I was like, all right, I'll wait for OMI to go up, and when we do OMI to NFT, I'll grab a Donnie, and because that's when Donnie was like 40K, then it was 70K, now it's 100K. Like when OMI to NFT comes in, I'm gonna have to spend like 200 grand to get a Donnie, and I'm just so much. Like it's so much. I'm not ready.
yeah, I saw
Um,
your tweet that you were gonna get a whole Donnie in the rest of season one after you get to a certain Omi price.
yeah, and then I'll make a whole season one a museum in the VeVe Verse. Or do you have? I have. I'm really good at creativity, like writing, but as far as like putting action figures in the in like my VV vault on like certain like cool ways. I'm just not good at that. I don't know why. The part like are you good at that? Are you creative, like making
I'm not
stories with them?
I'm not too creative, honestly. Like I can put a basic room together, but I'm not like no true tech junkie or Roma tech because they're just like that's a museum of craziness. Like they
Yeah.
build a whole house out of a board cube. I'm like, wow, wow, this is nuts. So nothing on that level, but I do pose my Batgirl with a hoverboard or something like that, doing the basic stuff,
Yeah.
but nothing
Did you
crazy.
did you see so yes, it was so crazy. I got two of them on live yesterday, but yesterday there was they the Batgirl sold out. Or I'm sorry, the Catwoman sold out first on my live stream in the morning. The Batgirl sold out a few minutes before my live stream. And then the Ecto one wound up going, and they had sold on on my live stream at night. What do you think the next one to sell out is? Captain America?
It's gonna be Captain America. I think so,
Yeah,
because
I think so.
realistically,
Yeah.
the price
Uh,
of the ultra rare and secret rare are still going up every day, and the uncommon and common are still on the market. It's
yeah.
just there's a lot of additions, so it might take a little bit longer to actually buy up, especially when you
Yeah.
have a limit to the account purchases.
Yeah, that's true too. Do you know what the limit is? Like
I
how
think
many
it's
you can get?
free.
Really? Oh
Yeah,
man.
because I tried to buy up some Batgirls yesterday. I was watching it drop. It went from 3,500 to 1,500 in like 4 hours, and I was like, let me just pick up 3 to 5 just to see what I can do, and it was limit of 3, so you have to go on the secondhand market and spend the
Yeah.
extra 2 gems, 3 gems just to buy
Yeah.
it. So
Oh man, it's rough. That's I mean, I guess that's kind of smart. That makes it so that, hey, save some for the rest of the everyone else, and then force you to go on the second hand, which will force other people to make money as well. So that's probably good. And then I guess Marvel gets 6% of the secondary market as well. So
yeah.
probably a good idea. I will. How much? The OMI. Did you go into OMI, or are you just like, nah, I'm all about the collectibles? Because they're.
So I started in OMI actually. I
Mhm.
watched OMI for about 3 weeks. Like I bought OMI, got a little chunk, and then I was like, let me just see what it does. And then I found out about the app and what it actually had, and then I just dove straight into collectibles, and I haven't looked back ever since. Like every
Yeah.
video that I watch of yours, I'm like, oh, I need that OMI bag. I need
Same,
that bag. Well,
same.
what's your current collectible? Well, your OMI
The
stash
bag.
looking like, if you
Uh, I
don't mind.
just got another 500,000, so I'm at 107 million. OMI.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a. I sold another Pokemon card the other day. I was like, all right, it helped me get a lucky rabbit, from that series. So I finally got one, and then I got a and I got a couple 100,000 more Omi, so now I'm to 107. I can't get more though. Like everyone's like, oh, you're past 100 million. Go for 200 million. I was like, guys, I'm surprised I made it this far.
Yeah.
Um, I just don't have that much money. So I have to cool it on that a bit. But the collectibles, I think I have net with the Labbit, I have 33 sets now, which I didn't think I'd get.
Wow.
That's yeah. Um, and I think that it's fun right now because the collectibles are going up and up and up, and feel kind of like I feel like OMI hasn't really been talked about that much. I mean, there's a lot of utility that's about to come in, but because it's so exciting that you see you buy something last week and it's tripled, and then OMI's still kind of the same. But I think when they give out details for staking and utility, especially when you go in just theories, like just theories that I see like on Reddit or other people talking about on like Twitter, in the Discord, whatever, just saying like, hey, could you imagine if they go and they say for this new drop, like whatever it is, in December, that you can get, let's say there's 100,000 of them, and by this point we have a million users. So let's say there's 100,000 of whatever's on the app, and they say, all right, you're going to go and we're going to give 1,000 spots, 1% of the drop, to people that burn 100,000 Omi. You burn
Oh,
100, yeah. So if you burn 100,000 Omi, then you get to go in this drop, like 3 seconds before everybody else, limited to 1,000 people.
maybe
So that
for land.
100,000 Omi, yeah, yeah. So that 100,000 Omi
Mhm.
times 1,000 people, what is that? That's 10 million Omi just burned, like just for nothing, just for getting a spot, to get it early. And that's just when we have a million. Figure next year when we real Rogers and Cowan really starts going and they really start saying like, hey, advertising the shiz out of this. Like, yeah, we have the James Bond, and yeah, we might have something with Carnage that Marvel will tweet out again. But when we have someone like, Rogers and Cowan, they have like Chris Pratt, they have Justin Bieber, and here's where I think that Mario movie comes into play, because Chris Pratt is part of Rogers and Cowan, and if we have Nintendo, there's a decent chance that Chris Pratt goes on like his Twitter or goes on like his Instagram, whatever, the same way he did for like the Jurassic Park movies, like, hey, I'm behind the scenes
Yeah.
right now, I'm eating my snack, like for tomorrow, and I think there's a decent chance he goes on, it's like, hey guys, come get a version of me on this app, on the VeVe app. I think that goes, and we can get like multiple millions of people, but like this time next year, like 5 million people. So if we have something where we have a million, because again, if there's Pikachu that comes out and there's a million Pikachu, that's still not enough. But two, if you do have that just in Pikachu, and then say, okay, well, what's 1% of this? That would be okay. So 10,000 people burning now instead of 100,000 Omi, for this type of drop. You have to burn, let's say 500,000 Omi for it, or for secret rares like the again common, you have to burn a certain amount. Uncommon, ultra, all the way through. We could wind up burning like a quarter of the circulating supply in like a year if we do something like that. Which would mean if we go from 217 billion OMI down to like 150 billion OMI or even 175, we don't need a big market cap for us to reach $1 or $2 or even $5. You know, at that point, right now to reach a $5 OMI, it's a $1 trillion market cap. But if you go and you say, oh, hey, the circulating supply is actually only going to be 150 billion, a $5 OMI is only a $750 billion market cap. So I think Cavell Anderson might be proven right this decade, and a $10 OMI might be possible.
Yeah, that's true, honestly.
So
And I think that there's a whole bunch of utility that has yet to come. Like that's just one avenue of utility. I know that they said that they don't want to make it so much pay to play, and a lot of people don't even have a million OMI. I saw someone's chart where it said 15% of people who hold the OMI token have a million or more. So
I think Dan Lee did that, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to think about what they can do with the OMI. And
Yeah.
it might look like a lot of tokens right now, but that's gonna go so fast once we get to the VeVe Verse. Like they can do so much. They mentioned the black hole, right? If they
What was
did
the black hole?
the
First time
black
around.
hole is going to be somewhere where, let's say you want to buy 1,000 Batgirls, and you can take those Batgirls and just throw them into the black hole and then just wipe them from existence.
Yeah.
So that way the circulating supply is gone.
I could picture. You know what Burning Man is, right?
You're talking about like
The festival,
concert
like
stuff,
burning.
yeah, where they burn all the
Yeah. I guarantee you there's something like that in the VeVe verse where we're like,
Mhm.
come on, guys, we're going and we're burning all the Batgirls. And
Yeah.
there's just a mass, but like, again, these things take on minds of its own that Professor Utonium, like the Professor gang, where they're all just like,
Oh,
yeah, let's buy all the professor. And that's, again, you don't even need that many people, like 20 people that have a couple of, Professor Utoniums, they got it back in the day. And they have like 20% of the entire mints that are ever minted. It's like, oh my God, that's so much.
yeah, no, that's
Uh,
or think about the Donnies. Like I know one person had a large amount of Donnies, like
yeah.
more than 10, 20, and if he decided to just here you go, it's crazy. Like,
If there could honestly be, so I I saw this, I read this on like a 4chan post where this guy says, David Wright used to play for the New York Mets, was like signing autographs for fans, and he was so I hope this isn't true, but he's in front of this kid, and he gets like the last David Wright like autograph before he has to leave like for the game or whatever, and there's like a kid behind him is like, kid, you want this David David Wright autograph? And then he like burns it right in front of him. I was like, oh my God. And
wow.
so there's some people that just want to watch the world burn. Like there's probably this like off their rocker 100 millionaire that's worth 9 figures that's just gonna be like, I'm gonna buy a bunch of these Donnies. No, I'm gonna buy 10 of them, and then I'm just gonna burn them all in front of everybody. I'm like, no, like people will do that just to troll.
Yeah,
Um, God, that would be insane.
yeah.
Um,
It's a crazy time,
yeah,
you know?
I would get on board though with like I have two Batgirls, I have two Catwoman's. Like, yeah, I'll throw in a Batgirl for the burning. I'll throw in a Batwoman for the burning. Do you have multiples of anyone's?
I do have a couple multiples. It's mostly just comics, honestly, just because I'm not missing the boat again. I wasn't here for Rizzo, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna stock up while I can. Um, especially like those first 2, 3 comic drops, it was up there for like people saying 10, 15 minutes. I only saw it for like 2, 3 minutes. If it was 10, 15 minutes for that Marvel one drop, I would have had 100 comics by now. But
oh my God,
yeah,
can't
I have
believe it.
a few doubles. Only for, you know, 1 or 2 items, nothing crazy though.
Yeah, I would have
Ooh.
the only ones I have doubles or more than one of is Tropicana. She's a rare Mermicorno, I think,
Yep, the
and
yellow one.
Yeah. So it's for space on my fridge to like advertise VeVe Vault and at Hey David Don. So that's like, oh, okay, that's cool. So I have a couple of those. I have a bunch of Stelinas. She's a Mermicorno. She's just a common. I don't know why. I just picked one. I was like, all right, there's not a lot of them out there, and they're pretty cheap, so I just picked a bunch. And then I saw that because of where Donnie was at the time, he was like 30 grand, and I saw hymns, his Infernal Majesty for 2,600, like 3,400, 3,800. So I got three of hymns, um, and which is great now. The floor is like 11.5. So I was like, I did a good job.
Nice.
Um, but those are the only ones that I have multiples of. The rest are just. Oh, and then I guess the Catwoman and Batgirl, they're like $40 or $80 each, I guess. Which not that crazy right now. The When you do drops, or do you watch anybody's live stream? Because VV Vault does a live stream. I don't know if Dan Lee, he did a live stream once.
So honestly, I can't watch their live streams just because like that 10 minutes before a drop, like I need to leave the Discord 2-4 minutes before just to make sure that I have nothing else running. There's no apps
Yeah.
behind. I don't want no streaming lag, none of that. Nope. I don't care what y'all saying. I just want a secret rare. Just let me get
Respect.
that good ping, you
Yeah.
know?
I think I might. This is gonna sound so stupid. This is gonna sound so like first world bougie. Like at some point when I moving in January, like I think these drops will get so. I hope they raise the mint numbers because if they say 30,000, we have a million. Like it's gonna be insane. But what I'm gonna do when I go to Florida, I might get two Wi-Fi routers. I'm gonna get one specifically for the stream, and then one for like my drops that I just go and so that they're not interfering with each other. Um, I know that that sounds so stupid, but I don't know. I just because God forbid I miss the drop, that could be a potential like couple $1,000s. If you get that secret rare.
It only
Uh,
sounds stupid to people who don't have VV, you know?
yeah,
If they have VV, people like they're talking about desktop apps, like I might have to spend $1,000, $2,000 on a computer just so I can do these drops,
dude,
and that's
same. I don't have a computer. If you could see in the reflection of my phone, you're on a tablet over there. You're like,
no,
I
that's
don't I don't
funny.
I don't have a computer. So I'm gonna go and enjoy having a one. I don't have room. I just have like a little table over there. So I'm gonna definitely enjoy that. I know we talked about Omen before. What was your bag size? Did you get a million? You got the
No, I'm still working my way up. I'm just over 500,000.
all
At
right.
the moment.
All
But
right.
yeah, it's tough because like the other day I was thinking like, do I complete a set, especially with Master Collector program right around the corner, or do I buy the rest of the OMI I need to get to the million? And I was like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna finish this Batman season 2. Let me get this Carmen Infantino before it
Yeah.
becomes 710K.
Yeah.
Especially with the conspiracy. Well, like the other Kid Robin who came in the app was also a first appearance. So
Mm.
I think that
Yeah.
it was a good move. I can't afford Rizzo right now.
Yeah. The Carmine Infantino Robin. What was the what price did you get him at?
Uh 14 1490, I believe.
Okay. What's he at now? Is that like 1,700 or?
Yeah, he went from
Yeah.
17.
All right.
So
Good. Good buy.
it was it was the $1,500 one, and then it went up to like 16.5. So
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I got a sub 1K mint though, so happy.
Do you have any other the only thing is I sold my Bitcoin, I sold everything. I have like $1,500 in Bitcoin left, which I'll probably transfer to OMI at some point. I usually want to wait to get, a decent amount of OMI before I do that. Do you have like Cardano or Solana or anything?
So I have just a little bit of Bitcoin. I also sold, a bunch of cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let me just dump out this Doge. It's a shit
Yeah.
coin. I
Good.
don't really need it. Let me
Good
put it
call.
to OMI. That's an actual good move. I think I have like $700 worth of Bitcoin left. Not much,
Okay.
but Yeah,
But
everything on the
that would still
internet
get you like an
collectibles.
extra 100,000 OMI.
Yeah, it's just, I love Bitcoin.
Yeah, no,
It was
same,
the start of
same.
all of this, so
That's true. That's true. So
I'd rather just keep it there for now.
yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, I guess just have it as a hedge just in case.
Yeah, and then a little bit of Ethereum for, MetaMask for NFTs.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do you
I
do NFTs?
I don't. I'm like really technologically like inept, like just getting a MetaMask and trying to set everything. I have one, like I did it, but just to one of the gas fees I have like a huge issue with, which I'm thankful that layer two Ethereum Immutable X is going to solve. Like I can't wait for that. But then just I don't know, it's a little confusing. And I'm sure if I did it a couple times, I'd probably get it. But just like just it makes me humble real quick. It's like I don't understand how I had to have a friend help me set it up, and then I just never bothered going and buying any of the NFTs on there. Do you have any cool ones from OpenSea?
Yeah. I actually have a few nice ones. You know what, Crypto Crayons? He was doing like AR videos for
Yeah.
VeVe. So he just made an NFT project not so long ago, and it's pretty cool. So I picked up one of those.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
I got a crypto cannabis club, the Tokers.
Mhm.
That's a pretty cool project. And the hundreds, Atom Bomb Squad. I got one of those as well. So just a few pieces, but honestly, like I don't like it, man. I like VV. I
Yeah.
don't like the gas fees, as you said. It's literally a pain.
Yeah,
This
it's crazy.
it just makes me go back and realize how good we have it at VV. It's so easy to actually just here's some gems. Okay, let me Apple Pay. Let me buy whatever I want.
Yeah, we are spoiled. We're spoiled in like the best way.
Yeah,
But I think that's good. I think other because what's good for the space, I think is good for Vivi. I think if people say, "Oh, hey, Vivi's doing this," and a lot of people are spending a lot of money there, they're making a lot of money, and they can go and say, "Oh, we could make our app better by kind of taking a page out of Vivi's playbook." That will make it easier for other people to get in their app, and it'll just grow the space. And if you grow the hobby, like I got when I first started Pokemon collecting, I didn't go right into trophy cards. I just collected what I liked, and then it evolved into that. As people go and they get MetaMask or they download like a Terra Virtua or a Quid or whatever, and they say, "Oh, hey, what's this VV?" And then they go in, their taste that'll evolve, and their how it will eventually um, go towards VV, I believe. Um, Even if it doesn't, that's still fine. I just the more people in the space, just the more legitimate it makes it. The more chance that institutional money will eventually come in,
yeah,
well,
for
which
sure,
has a Bitcoin.
for sure. So a quick question: how do you feel that Immutable is going to impact the tokens
Um,
and the
I'm thinking,
collectibles?
I'd say that again, that when we're able to go on, well, and once we get on Immutable and that Ethereum blockchain and we go on other exchanges, they said in the announcement today that phase three of the changeover will happen most likely in October. That means that exchanges, because again, like phase two or a part of phase three is going to be putting your OMI onto exchanges, and that's going to be probably like a KuCoin or a Kraken. There's going to be multiple exchanges probably by the end of this month, if not latest early November. So I think we're in the hella calm before the storm, and this might be our last couple of chances to get OMI at a cheap price before it, let's say, a penny next month, and then that is all of this is coming in conjunction with the fact that that Bitcoin ETF will be voted on October 28th. And when that passes, because I believe that'll pass, and if it does, we have Bitcoin will double. And when that happens, only will like 5x, 6x. So I think 3 cents is like my minimum, like my lower end of my base case. My base case is probably 5 cents by the end of the year. And all of this is because of the Immutable X transfer. And that's not even including the MTL license, not including OMI to NFT. But yeah, very, very, very positive on Immutable X news and the like.
Yeah, Immutable X is going to be great. Like, Coinbase already sent out an email to like 62 million people back in June, So that was way before we even had Marvel. They were like, Marvel's doing this thing with NFTs on the VeVe platform.
Yeah.
And they just released, what was it? I think it was yesterday, that now you can direct deposit directly from your paycheck to Coinbase.
Mhm.
So I think that was a well lined up for our Ethereum level 2 migration, so we can be adopted over to Coinbase soon.
Yeah, and if they again when they listed Sheeb, I was like, no heckin' way.
Yeah.
I was like, if they got, there's no question that we're going on, and as soon as it happened. And my interview with Henry Pagliuca the other day, he had said like, yeah, like he advised like the exchanges, they're not just like a vehicle for you to get them. No, they buy a bunch, like millions of the coins, tens of millions, not hundreds of millions of the coins, so they have them so you could buy them. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. I thought it was just like the vehicle that we use, but yeah, no, they hold on their balance sheets a bunch of those coins.
Hmm.
So they are so lots of exchanges going to be buying. It's going to be, I can't wait. It's gonna be incredible.
That sounds good. That sounds good. How do you feel about the invite for the lands?
I know that the lands that they have multiple different ones. There's going to be some that are going to be like that are going to be like blind boxes, which is I think the most fair, the fairest. Um, and the invites, I think it will just be there'll happen to be more than one of those. There might be, hey, you collected a certain amount of comics, you get an invite, which I'm not going to be invited to because I have like 10 or 12 comics. There's going to be people that say you have like 1,000 collectibles or whatever. You get that invite. I'm hoping they say I'm hoping they do like 20 sets or more, and you get an invite. But I mean I have 30 sets or more. I think if they go and they say, oh hey, you have to have 30 sets or more, like what, a couple hundred people maybe have that. So I think that is kind of catering to the rich a little bit. But if they say, hey, you've held your collectibles like the longest, I think that's fine because there's no real distinction. Oh, I've held a Donnie for the longest versus I've held Kripken's Bigfoot for the longest, where it was like $12. I think that's going to be one of the best ones because somebody that spent $30,000 on a Donnie versus somebody that spent $12 on a Kripken's, they're both getting invited because they've held on to their collectibles, for a long time. So I do like that. There's going to be people that are going to be mad because some people just aren't going to get an invite. Um, I'm just that even if they did everything where they didn't do complete sets and I wasn't invited to any of them, that's fine. Like I'm still happy to be a part. I'm still making money hand over fist, but with the OMI, with the NFTs, so I'm fine even if I don't get invited to any of them. I'm probably gonna get an invite to one, hopefully two though. So that's my general take on it. What about you? How do you feel about it?
Uh, I personally do like the idea just because the way that everything is selling out right now, it's going to be tough getting land. And honestly, being here in season one, they did mention having an OG badge back in the day. And what if that OG badge was being able to be in the VeVe Verse, like in that VeVe city for that initial run? Yeah, they'll have more land available for others, but I think it will be a nice way to reward those who's been here through the bugs,
Yeah, the
through,
beta
through
testers
the
and all that.
yeah, because it was a great time. I loved every second of it, but sometimes it was rough. You couldn't close out the app 10 seconds
Yeah, it was,
before a
oh,
drop.
I remember I was like, man, I'm not get I couldn't even get on the app. It was like force closing me out, and I couldn't get on the job. I was like, man, this is rough. But they fixed it. They upgraded their servers, they updated the app, they did it, they got more servers, and they're just like, yeah, this is how we do it. And we've come so far. So I almost the people that are coming in now are almost a little spoiled because things work so swimmingly. They're so smoothly. And it's like, oh girl, you don't even know what we had to put up. Yeah.
Yeah,
We were on the struggle bus, but that's what makes it fun. Like the OGs were just we all struggled together, and it's just, and now that it's again from the early adopters to now early mass adoption is coming, and then mass adoption will be coming mostly in the next year. I can't wait for it. I hope that they do a Super Bowl commercial because
yes.
that costs like a couple $1 million maybe. Um, I think that'd be pretty fun. Um, what
And they
was one of your
do.
favorite things that hasn't been announced yet, but like you're hoping for?
Honestly, man, it's this land. Like, I'm a
Yeah.
real estate agent, so
Oh,
like
cool.
that's my that's
That's
my
your
bread and-
wheelhouse.
yeah, like I'll love it. I'll love it. I would love to facilitate some deals, like, if you want to have your mansion, the VeVe Verse, right next to the Museum of Number One Editions, right? Because we
Yeah.
happen to get that invite, and someone's like, let's say Kim Kardashian's like, I want to have my party or shoot my music video in Randy's house. I'm like, I got you, Kim. Don't worry. Let me make that call. All right. Randy wants a million OMI for 24 hours and facilitate the deal just like you would do in real life,
That'd be amazing. Yeah. That'd
So
be, oh, I can't wait for, and I've said before, you hit the nail right on the head that there's going to be jobs created specifically for real estate agents, real estate brokers, just people that do this in Earth One. They're coming to the virtual world, and yeah, I can do that as well. Good call. Good point.
yeah, that's I've been trying to push this for like literally like 2 months. I'm trying to tell everyone on the VV team, like, I'll be your broker. Let me know. I'll facilitate whatever you guys need to do. I'll tell you the steps it should, make it nice and smooth because Reese just moved to Canada and I know it's stressful. So I like to
Yeah,
facilitate it for all of the newbies, make
yeah,
it
be the
easy.
number one. That's
Yep.
good. Brand yourself as the number one VV real estate broker agent.
Mm.
As like bringing people together. Make like a
Yeah.
commercial. Like it's,
Yeah.
I feel like some commercials that are like done really well. They're like, yeah, they're like kind of boring, but like some commercials at the wings, barbecue and foot massage, those ones. Those are like wings, barbecue and foot massage is like they're so bad, but they're so good because they're so bad.
Yeah.
Um, would you make like a joke commercial or would you make like a serious one, like real Hollywood?
You
Like
see,
this?
so I'm not that creative. That's my
Yeah,
problem.
that's true.
Like,
Same.
if I can pay someone on Fiverr to make it for me, cool.
Yeah,
Or if Crypto Far West wants to help me out with
yeah,
something cool, cool. But I can do the stuff, but just getting the actual creativity to put
yeah.
that video together to make it appealing to most is what's difficult for me. But
We need to get really drunk and then just write down every single idea we have. Like, oh, this will be great.
yeah,
Uh, I had a I don't remember this, but I was in Florida once. I was with a buddy of mine, and we both really really like Harry Potter, and we were on some Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds while we were thinking about it was like a weekend for like Harry Potter World, and we decided to write a fan fiction,
mm,
but it was like an X-rated Harry Potter fan fiction. Like Snape was with Dumbledore and like Harry was with Draco. It was I don't remember it. But apparently we had like written like typed everything down and I emailed it to a friend. It was like a 20-page Harry Potter like erotica.
wow,
So yeah, I'm not saying like to do that, but just if you get a little deeper, sometimes the creative juices flow
yeah.
and you could kind of pick and go from there. Um, I really hope that nobody under like 15 is watching this thing. Like, oh, um, when you look at your audience, like your YouTube metrics, do you see like what age range you have?
So yes, but no. So most of my age range is about 22 to like 35. But this will be the first video I posted in like honestly maybe a month or
Oh
so.
yeah,
So after Marvel month, it was like a whirlwind. It was crazy. And it was hard
yeah,
to keep up with everything. And then real estate, you're moving. So the housing market's crazy right now. So
yeah. It's nuts. I hate it. It's,
yeah.
I was looking at me and girlfriend were looking at places like in January. It's like oh, like it was like 250 last one. Now it's like 27, and now the place we were looking at for like 275. It's like 354. Like like
Yep. Yep.
it's yeah, it's not. So we might just rent for a year and then hope that the housing market takes a little bit of a breather, correct it. So I'm just going to go to Florida in January. I'm going to rent an apartment for a year, and I'll get a big one so that she can come. She's got 3 cats and a dog, and yeah.
Yep.
Oh, um, that's another thing that'll probably burn a lot. Like in the game Among Us, where you can pay like $2 to have like a toilet paper hat or like a space crab follow you. Uh, I'm pretty sure David and Dan, I think it was Dan that said that it's going to come where you're going to have skins, or you're going to have robes for your Batman. You're going to have like a Da Vinci Batmobile or something. Like just
Yeah.
type of, wrap your cars, which would be awesome. I would have. I'm going to burn so much on me, like just by myself in the VeVe Verse. I'm going to burn so much because like I like stuff like that. I like cute stuff like that. Like, oh, toilet paper hat. This is awesome.
Yeah, and that's a thing where it's going to become like the Roblox or Fortnite or League of Legends or whatever the case may be with these in-app purchases of these accessories. We have not gotten one accessory yet. The second that they drop shelves, sold out. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
there's going to be so much that they can actually incorporate into this world. As you said, like painting your car. I'm not sure if you caught the AMA where West Coast Customs hopped in there, but it was very intriguing.
Yes, I did. That was insane. I got so many tweets about that, and I had to do some research on West Coast Customs as well, and I was like, oh, okay, this is a big deal.
Yeah, they're
Like I was like,
huge.
oh yeah, because we only have a few cars right now. We have the DeLoreans and the Ecto ones, but go out, like I guarantee we'll have a Batmobile. Guarantee you, like we have Fast and Furious. We
Yeah,
have GM partnerships, so it's gonna be insane.
yeah,
You a car guy? You have cars?
yeah. I like cars. I like cars a lot. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
What's your favorite car that you hope to come out?
Ooh, favorite car that I would hope to come out. Man, that's a tough one. Like I would say right now for the foreseeable future, just so I'm not thinking too far out, it would
Mhm.
be the Supra from Fast and Furious, the original. That
Yeah,
nice orange one, since we have it
yeah,
on record, and if we can race it with Dominic Toretto's GTO from that last scene, it'll be
nice.
that'll be it. That'll be it. I'm not sure if you kept up with West Coast Customs, but they just dropped an NFT not too long after that AMA that they touched base on. So
Yeah.
they said that they're gonna have a metaverse where you can race your NFTs for pink slips. So,
Oh,
mm,
oh, oh,
yeah.
that's epic.
And if they're already working with VeVe for some type of collaboration, we can only imagine it will be in the metaverse as well of the VeVe Verse, where you can race your NFT cars for pink slips. Like
Oh,
I'll race you a DeLorean for your Ecto one or your
that.
Super 4 Corvette.
Oh my God, that's like Fast and Furious racing for your car. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
So that is. I'm gonna. I guarantee you, I'm just gonna have a couple daddy sodas one night, and I'm just gonna race away. I'm gonna lose because I'll be like I'll be drunk driving in the VV verse, not in real life. And
Yeah.
uh, that would be so funny if, like, on the racetrack, you can. That'd be great for bumper cars, but that'd be so funny if it's like a Simpsons road rage where you're traveling like in the streets and like you crash into somebody's fence and like the fence will be destroyed. It'll come back, but in that moment, the fence is destroyed. Uh,
Love that game. Simpson Road Rage was so slept on. Oh man.
that was so good. I love that game.
Yeah.
Um, that would be great if like somebody has like a Call of Cthulhu statue. You crash into it and it crumbles down.
Uh,
Oh, that would be so. Oh, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for that. Or that'd be cool because there's a couple things that. What's the one that has lightning on it? I think it's the Book of the Dead or the
wait,
what one of
are you talking about the collectible?
yeah, one of the NFTs. Is that the Book of the Dead? It has like
No,
lightning?
it's the ghost trap, the interactive
Oh,
ghost
okay.
trap that catches Slimer. It like, yeah, there's a
Yes.
whole thing.
Somebody put their I don't know how they did it. I guess they hid the ghost trap somehow and they made it so that the ghost trap wasn't visible, but the lightning was, and it looked like Finn from Adventure Time was
Disappeared, right? Because he was like
it was
above.
it was looking like because the Book of the Dead was here and Finn was like trying to open or read the Book of the Dead, and then the lightning from the ghost trap came out and it looked like it had like electrocuted Finn. I was like, oh yeah,
Mm,
it looked so people like I said, people are so creative. But that'd be cool if they could make like booby traps on like certain races, like Mario Kart. Maybe we should. Brain just hatched an idea. Have a bunch of people say like, "Hey, we are going to buy." Doesn't matter where. It could be in the middle of nowhere, and it could be places that nobody wants to buy. We could buy just giant plots of land, and they could make like a Mario Kart racetrack going. That'd be insane. I mean, I know they're probably going to have that in general, but if somebody could do that by themselves, make a giant circle, and just have a Mario Kart racetrack, oh,
And then
I
rent it
do it.
out to Nintendo for a million
I
only
would
a
say
month.
just rent it out for people. It's like, hey guys, you guys are you can do whatever you want on this track, but it's like a couple gems an hour or a couple, whatever, and have a
That'd be
OMI.
cool.
That'd be legit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I wanna do a racetrack. I have a few store ideas, honestly, for the VeVe Verse. Like that's bro, that's gonna be it. That's everything right there. That's digital life.
I'm
I'm
gonna need more cars.
I'm gonna need more money to buy these damn
Yeah, I
plots
get
of
it.
land. Have you figured out your strategy, whether you're gonna do OMI to land or
I have to because I don't have any more, I don't have any more fiat money to put in.
yeah.
Uh, so when that comes out next year, I've I've told myself I'll put in, depending on where OMI is. I mean, if OMI's 5 cents next year, when this comes out, which I believe will be by the end of the year, but let's say at 5 cents minimum, okay, well, a million OMIs was $50,000. So I could, out of my 107, take a million OMI and go and or is that 50,000?
Yeah, personally.
Yeah, it's $50,000. So I just take a million OMI and $50,000 in there. That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of
Um,
money.
that's a lot of money. So I could just go and be like, all right, um, let me put $50,000 onto land, and that by itself is probably going to can buy so much. Because I don't know what if they would give land in the VeVe out for. I mean, it's $100 per land at the start. Let's say it then goes to 10x to $1,000. Now I get 50 plots of land that I can do stuff with, um, and that's just a million OMI. I probably plan to spend about 5 million OMI, maybe. I don't know, and that's only if it's 5 cents. So, and that's the land's only 100. Oh, I don't know. This is gonna be. I get too excited when talking about it. I like shut down. Like,
Yeah, no, like I could talk about land and VeVe and the VeVe Verse for hours, and it's unbelievable how organic this community actually is. Like it's crazy.
yeah. This
I would love
has.
to
Mhm.
no, I would love to see how many people are actually going to be in the VeVe Verse. Like we're having our chat now. There's 100 people in Twitter Spaces just chatting around. There's 200 people in Discord at all times just talking
Yeah.
VeVe. So I can't wait to see what that world's actually going to be like.
Yeah, I would say that because they might give you incentives like, oh, you're in the VeVe for X amount of hours a day, you get more points towards your master collector program. I'll never leave. I'll like I quote the good thing um about being retired is that like, dude, I'm chilling. I have nothing but time. I can go and I mean I still have to make videos and stuff, and I still have to make um but that's I don't even have to make videos. I
That's a
do it
lot.
because yeah, the only people they love me now. No, I don't know. They enjoy my videos, so I'll keep doing that. But um, I'll like go to the gym, I'll go to the laundromat, and I'll go out and get food. Like that's really the only three things I need to do. I guess I have to spend time with a girlfriend every now and then.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's I can't wait to show it to her. She unfortunately she works Tuesdays and Thursdays, and like
Mhm.
it's not like she works like like wherever. Like I can go to the vet. Like she's a veterinarian, so she's got she's kind of busy.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just gonna
yeah,
see
so
can she help with drops.
she can just because she's always working. So, but Saturday though, I think Saturday she'll be able to help. Um, with whatever we have on Saturday. I don't know. Oh no, Saturday's the Labbit drop, right? Yeah, that's October
Yes, that's
2nd.
what.
Oh girl,
And
that's this week.
something else. So
Oh, I
Alex
haven't.
was saying, yeah, yeah. Alex said that potentially it's gonna be Saturday's Labbits and some other things sprinkled in. So maybe Ito. That'll be a perfect timing.
That would make sense because the anniversary, or I'm sorry, the season 3 starts October 16th, and
Yep.
that would be one of the last times because the week after that is Comic-Con.
The week
So
before that is Comic-Con.
well, I meant the week after the Labbits drop is
Oh
Comic-Con.
yeah.
Yeah, and then, but yeah, you're right, and that's a week before the season 3. Oh, yeah, that'd be
So
great. I
or
love how they. Yeah, sorry.
they might do James Bond because I know it's coming out next week, so I'm not sure if they're gonna do it during Comic-Con or
I think that'll be one of them. Yeah, a James Bond plus it's the Comic Con exclusive. Yeah, I hope that they. I finally, because I got the Labbits and I got the Mondo set recently. I hope they say like, oh, if you have a Comic Con exclusive set, gives you more points in the Master Collector program. I'm like, yeah, I got them all.
yeah.
Um, but they actually announcing things once a day is like gone now. Like they had to announce James Bond and Throg on the same day. Like they have so much in the pipeline. They can't only announce one thing a day. They have to announce multiple things each day, which
Yeah.
is it's so crazy. There's so much content that's able to come out. Uh, I can't wait for it. Um, but yeah, I don't. But I don't. Yeah, I don't have the. I hope that Omi to buy NFTs the ability of that is soon because I have 20 something gems in my account. I have 22 gems in my account. So if the drop on Saturday, I don't know what to do.
It's okay,
I
bro.
might
I'll
have,
send you some gems. Send me a
I'll
DM. I got you.
I'll sell my Catwoman and I'll sell my Batgirl because I have two of those each. So I could sell those. I'll be good. Hopefully I can get some. But if it's like a $400 drop, then it's like, oh man, this is rough.
Yeah, because it's like, are you gonna sell any of your NFTs? Or are you just gonna hold on to them? Like I know people are thinking of selling when MTL comes. They'll sell a few of their collectibles. What do you plan on doing? Are you gonna hold for the long term?
The series, the everything that I'm gonna get in season 1, I will not sell. I will have it put in my will that when I die, those collectibles stay in the VeVe Verse in my home in a museum.
That's
But
cool.
yeah, the season 2, I don't know. I want to say I want to say yes, I could enjoy some profits and liquidate, but I mean I have more than enough OMI where I could. So I won't need the money. I don't know, and I have a lot of the drops for season 2 also. I think I'm missing like the Captain America. I'm missing Pride. That's gonna be so much. There's so much money for the Pride. But
Yeah,
yeah,
damn.
yeah. So maybe I'll complete the first 2 seasons. It's gonna cost me like hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll sell some OMI for that. Make a museum of the first 2 seasons. Um, it's the comics that I don't really like, because I'm more like a physical person. Like I like Pokemon cards. Like if they have Pokemon cards in this, of course I'm going to collect those because it's Pokemon. But comics, I like physical comics, and reading in the AR is amazing. It's awesome. It's fun. I'm just one of those like old school guys that just like I like the feel of the comics in my fingers. Like I like the feel of that. And again, just old school. I'd just much rather do that. So if I'll make some people happy, or I can sell them some comics at some point. But right
Nice.
now, I'm keeping everything just for points in the Master Collector program.
Do you have any? I know you said you have like 10 comics. Do you have any secret rare comics?
I had the Journey into Mystery. That was the only one I had. The rest I have are I think all common. Just common gang, and that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you planned on buying any on the secondhand market because like the
Maybe the
game.
Black Widow one
Oh, why Black
because
Widow?
I just love her. Just a spy. I love Russians. I just love Scarlett Johansson's kind of hot. So yeah, maybe that one. It's the first appearance of a on at least on a digital comic of the first appearance of just a woman solo on there, at least on a comic. So I was like, okay, that'd be cool. So I'd take that
Okay.
as
Nice.
long as it stays around the price. If it goes up to 10 grand, it's like, nah, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what the floor is actually going to be after in 2, 3 weeks once we get to mutable. And these Ethereum wallets can come in, and
Uh-huh.
realistically, you know, all these people who are ETH rich, they're nerds. I'm gonna call it as I see it. They're nerds,
Yeah,
just like us. You
yeah.
know, we're doing the research into this crazy, funky technology, talking about we're crazy, but they're rich. They're
Yeah.
crypto rich, and right now we're VeVe rich. So once that community can just like, oh, I don't have to put my fiat in. I can just go right to
Yeah.
this wallet over here and spend some ETH to get a Superman. Cool. It's gonna completely change the game. So
Yeah.
this,
A lot of them are waiting for it. And I mean, right now when they see the price at like point 0.4 ETH for one Superman, like that's nothing to some of these people. They'll buy up like 10 Superman, like they'll um yeah, or like 2 ETH for a Bubbles. Bubbles went up to like 7 grand overnight. I was like, I slept for like 5 hours. I was like, what just happened?
yeah,
Yeah, so I can't wait. This is gonna be it's gonna be the only thing that I might well, I want to trade because I don't want to really spend my money. I would rather trade like a hymn for something else, for something that I could collect. Um, instead of like spending more money on it, as I have 3 hymns, I would trade one of them for that, and eventually you'll be able to sell complete sets as well. Um, so when you have complete sets, that'll be a lot easier for some people instead of trying to piece them together. They just, I'll just buy the whole set. And I guarantee there's some people that are doing that for if they have like number 100, they have all number 100 mints or something like that. Those will be worth a ton. So I can't wait to see the data on that when that comes out also.
yeah. Hey, are you in that high rollers chat?
I don't think so. No, wait, when you say no, wait, is it specifically called high rollers? Or like, is it,
Yeah, yeah. It's like
uh,
I guess it's like a high rollers chat if you have like 70 or 80% of the collectibles. It sounds like you're in that range. So
yeah, I want an invite. Who's in that range? Who do I talk
um
to?
send me a DM. I'll send you a DM with the person who I know who's in there and
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Telegram group.
Okay, yeah, that'd be fun. I like making groups. They're good. Are you in that group with or do you have a Todd McFarlane Batman, right? Yeah. Are you in that group with Jeremiah Aoyang, and
I actually
Danielle?
just joined in this
Nice,
morning. So
nice.
yeah. Are you in there?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I was in there this morning, but yeah, I got in like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I'm actually a mod in there. Oh yeah.
Really?
Um, yeah, because I was like one of the first people that are in there. They invited, like, so it was so crazy. The Jeremiah Aoyang and Dan Schawbel, they went and they did that whole space, and
Yeah, I was
I was
there.
on yeah, I was on there, and I spoke, and they uh Dan messaged me as on like the regular now, like on drops. And it's like, oh hey, I got this. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Um yeah, they invited me and they said, hey, you want to be a mod? I was like, yeah, like I'll do my best. And so when people come in and they show that they have like a Batman or whoever, and uh, they show that they have their Discord name in their VV chat or in their VV profile, I make them a member, and if they have any questions, I answer the questions. So yeah, this is pretty fun.
Okay.
I feel important.
Nice, nice. Well, yeah, I just joined in there. I would like to see what it's about. Um, these I'm just waiting for these Discord groups to actually like pop off, like all these open sea Discord groups. Like, oh man,
What are they like in the OpenSea Discord groups? I haven't been in one.
they're like, are you in VV official Discord?
I am. I don't really go in it, but yeah, I am.
So it's like that, but not as great. Pretty much, it's like the community. They're trying to build a community around their brand. So it's a whole lot of pumping. There's a whole lot of shilling. I'm gonna tell you that everyone shills in those places, but it's usually like
Same.
love and peace. Some people get trolled, some people get kicked out, but it's usually pretty
Okay.
cool and collective. But it just seems like it's a wave of people going from one project to another project to another project to another project. And that's why you'll be, getting a whole bunch of Discord invites to a new project every day.
Oh,
So
I get so many of those already.
yeah,
It's never ending. With the Twitter and the Instagram and the Discord,
yeah,
um, Facebook, but it's yeah, I it's kind of a love hate relationship with that, because I love it because people give me information on like so many things. Like I obviously can't look everywhere all at once. Be like, hey, did you see this? Did you see this? And and some of it's noise, but some of it's like, oh, this is interesting, and just information just flows to me, so I don't have to do as much, of the legwork. But then the hate ratio is just like 80% of what I get is just like, hey, can you buy my, whatever? And it's like, man, I don't have that much money to work.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
But yeah, it's good. It's fun. It's exciting. These are like, I think maybe 2016 was like the only other time where it was maybe as this crazy. Not, I don't even talk about NFTs. I just mean like there was an election, like clowns were everywhere, and Harambe died. Like I just mean like a bunch of,
Karambi.
yo, my guy, my
Oh,
uh
when Karambi NFT.
that, I wonder how you would get. I guess you have to talk to Cincinnati Zoo, right? And just be like, you
Yeah,
know, yeah,
yeah.
do that talk.
I wonder
Oh,
if VeVe has ever thought of going to like the National Geographic's museum or whatever the case may be, like a big museum that has maybe the Mona Lisa, and getting those rights to make an NFT off of it. That way the museum can continuously make money for,
that's a good point.
you know, they
Yeah,
can keep their museum up and running, even if in this time that we're in, they probably haven't had that much people in the past 2 years. But if they had an NFT generating enough money from secondary sales, you
that's
know,
a really good point. Um, I had a, I went in Boston where I was doing a podcast. My friend Justin, guy I served with back in the day, he had there's a museum close to him where I forget what it's called. It's like Museum Heist. There's a documentary on Netflix where these two people dressed as cops in like 92 or 94, whatever, they robbed like this museum and they made like made away with $500 million worth of stuff. And I went to the museum, and there's so much art there. There's so much crazy cool stuff. But yeah, there's a pandemic. They were kind of closed. Pandemic. They were kind of, like, um, whatever. They didn't have as much, and they're fine now. But all of the art over there, if they would make that into NFTs, yeah, those would do really, really well. That's a great idea. Because there's so much art in the world, um, that people just never see in general. Because I mean, what was the Mona Lisa? That France?
I think so.
Yeah,
Something
I
like
mean,
that.
not everyone's going to go to France just to see it. I mean, but to have an NFT of that'd be really cool.
And think about that. That's like it's such a good piece. Like right now, the Rewind Collective is doing a piece about women from like the 15th century, and it's gonna be very similar to what the Pride poster was like. It's like that animated transitional one, and it's a revolutionary piece of actual artwork that's in museums right now. So I
Got to
can
load
only
up on that.
imagine, yeah, I can only imagine that VeVe has talked to these major brands and say, hey, we would like you to be a museum in our VeVe Verse.
Yeah,
Because why? I don't know. I don't know if I need to talk to Dan and David, like, yo, what's up, guys? Like, get on it.
yeah, get it, guys. Yeah, I would hope that they would have have. I mean, they just inked another $50 million deal with Da Vinci like a month ago. I think it was in August. Yeah, so they're definitely in there. They definitely have it. My uncultured ass did not get any of the. I have the Rewind logo, but that's it. I didn't get the Amelia Earhart or the Cleopatra. I'm stupid. So much
No,
regrets.
it's okay, man. You'll get it. You'll get it soon.
I will. I will. One day when I can finally buy them with OMI,
Yeah.
that'll be. I should probably limit myself though, because I know like it'd be very easy to spend a lot of OMI there, and it's like, okay, well, I probably shouldn't have done that. But yeah, so at some point I will.
Yeah.
What is next for you? What's the next set you're going for?
Ooh, Jesus. All right. Man, I think the next set that I might be going for, I want to go for the Captain America set because like I sold my secret rare Captain America for like $600 like an idiot. But
Oof.
yeah, yeah, I bought some comic books with it. I hope that it pays off one day. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Um, Honestly, I just completed a few sets of mine, so it's like I'll have to like start back over and Adventure Time season 2.
Oh yes, that's a good one.
Yep.
That's Lady Rainicorn, I think is 800. I think that, but the rare is only like for season Adventure Time season is only like $120. So
Yeah.
once you get that ultra rare, the rare, common, and uncommon are pretty cheap.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm missing though. I need that Lady Rainicorn.
Yeah. All
But
right. Yeah.
besides that, that's it. What about you?
Probably the Dragon Girl because that's the cheapest one in season one that I can collect. The other ones outside of Dragon Girl are, excuse me, the two Ghostbusters sets, but the platinum Ghostbusters logo and the gold Ghostbusters logo are like 20 plus grand each, 30 grand. So I was like, ah. And then the other one is Donnie. That's the other one I would need from the Powerpuff Girls set. So I do need 4 more sets. It's gonna cost me a lot of money, but but probably Dragon Girl is gonna be the next one because that's the easiest one to get.
Yeah, it's crazy because the ultra rare Dragon Girls just it keeps on climbing, you know. It's like every week, every day now you wake up and you're like, all right, well, what went up today? Let me pull up this Bud Thompson video and see what's going up. So it's pretty crazy. Like,
Yeah,
and
but
I don't know if it's ever gonna settle down because we're only at under 1 million users.
yeah, this is again when we have in the next 6 months when you have China, Russia, France, and then they're gonna have a Spanish on the app as well. So not only gonna have Chinese, Russian, French, Spanish people like what like half the world speak Spanish. So you have like all of South America, you have a bunch of people in Europe, and obviously China, you have 1 billion people. Like there's gonna be so many more millions out in the next 6 months. I think 1 million is nothing. I think multiple millions, 5 million, 10 million by next year. It's gonna be insane. It's
Yeah.
gonna be ridiculous.
And then when you think back and go back to season one collectibles, right? Like
So few minutes.
1,750, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. I wasn't expecting them to increase mint sizes this soon, but like now it's becoming inevitable. If they don't, what are we gonna do? Like,
Oh, we're just gonna cry. We're just gonna like people are gonna have sacrifices being made. People are gonna have um, just because. Yeah, I think people will become real primal about it. I don't know. I mean, again, it behooves them to make 100,000 or 1 million mints because they make more money. Um, so yeah, keeping things stupid rare is probably fine for what we did, but yeah, at season 3, I'm hoping they up the mints a little bit. At minimum, season 4, maybe halfway. I'm sure they know what to do. They see demand is skyrocketing. We're falling all over ourselves to get the 30,000 comic book mints. So yeah.
yeah. With all these sellouts that we're having back to back to back, do you think that there's any major brand that is keeping an eye on us and might be the next big, you know, proponent?
I mean, probably all of them. But what I would think, things that I think people are sleeping on, where yeah, you want gaming stuff, you want Nintendo, you want like Mario Brothers and want Yoshi and Kirby and all that, 100%. But I think that there can be stuff like, and I don't know how many people would do it, but you remember Jenko jeans, the GNCO, like the crazy jeans from back in the day? They had
Nope.
like flames. They had flames on the side.
Oh
I say
yeah,
like,
yeah. I know what you're talking about with the brand of jeans. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, the Janko jeans. Like, I think wouldn't it be cool if we got those and we could dress up like our Starfire and Janko jeans or like just stuff like that, like Gucci. I think it was in Minecraft. Somebody made a Gucci handbag. This was not even NFT. It was just someone made, I think it was in Minecraft, an image of a Gucci handbag, and it sold for more than the physical handbag, and it wasn't even an NFT. It's like, oh my god. Um,
Wow.
I think Gucci gets in, Louis Vuitton. I think a lot of clothing brands, like luxury brands. I think Pride is just the first. Bunch of luxury brands come in, and they just suddenly we can go and wrap our car in these things, and we can go and dress some of these like a Harley Quinn in a give her a Gucci bag, something like that, whatever, or a Gucci bat. Like that would be
Yeah.
um
Oh, I like
yeah.
that.
if we have Harry Potter, we only really see the Harry Potter as my Lucius Malfoy wand. We only see Harry Potter people really in like their school robes, their giant robes are all baggy, and I don't know, just seeing them in actual normal clothes would probably be cool for some people. Like, oh yeah, this is fun. Um, those robes create a lot of wind resistance. You probably want to go and if you want to race them, yeah,
Okay. Yeah, no, that's definitely a very interesting idea. I think that is going to be a very, very in like explosive thing once it actually comes around to clothing being able to be adopted into this NFT space. Like, when we can dress our avatars how we want, like Pokemon Go per se. Like
yeah,
people are sleeping on Pokemon Go. They've been an NFT company, in my opinion, for years now. Like
yeah,
they got a Gucci backpack, a Gucci shirt, and a Gucci hat that I don't know how the hell I got it, but I have it for somehow. Like, but I would pay $2 for a Gucci backpack in Pokemon Go just to walk around in. Why
yeah,
would everyone else in a metaverse? So
yeah. Just be fancy, just for that clout. Say, hey, I got it.
yeah,
So yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it.
yeah.
I think that'd be fun. Even
I'm not
if
sure how much time you have left on here,
Mhm.
but it's up to you. However long you want to keep on going.
Oh yeah, we can go for a little bit. I think that would be because Burger King and Taco Bell have NFTs. I think that'd be fun if they were to be NFTs in the VeVe Verse also. Like I would totally buy a like Taco Bell backpack to put like stuff in and give it to one of my avatars. Just repping Taco Bell. I don't even work for them. I just, I like so I think that'd be fun. Pokemon hat, Pokemon stuff for your avatars. Yeah. I'd totally be decked out in Pokemon gear. Dragon Ball Z stuff, assuming we have Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, this anime line is gonna be completely something else. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Like the second we get Dragon Ball Z, it's gonna flood. Like there's just so many catapults that are gonna take us to a different level that I don't see it slowing down anytime soon. Like I would think that Q4 they might take a break and like Thanksgiving, Christmas time, they're gonna slow down, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna be slowing down at any time. This
Yeah.
avalanche is about to just compile. Like we're gonna have multiple drops a day moving forward, and that's gonna be nuts. I feel like the rush of Comic Con where we had, multiple items every day is going to be the same thing.
Yeah. I have this theory, and every time I talk about it, it just gets a little bit stronger that they're gonna like end of October on Halloween or something. They might have this thing where they do a teaser for Disney, and then they'll announce it, like a month before, and then starting December 1st will be Disney December. I don't know why. I just have this theory in my head that that's what's going to be. And it probably it might not even come to pass, but I think for the holidays it will have something special. People buying their kids stuff. Like if I had kids, like I don't care what I want. You're just getting NFTs for Christmas. Like that's what you're getting. Um, do you have kids?
No, I do not. No
Uh,
kids. No kids for
um,
me yet.
when I had when I made my LOL MGA video where they announced that those brands that do like the Bratz dolls and whatever the
Yeah.
brands that are outselling Barbies, I had a bunch of parents be like, "Yo, my daughter loves these." I was like, "Really?" Like I never heard of them before, and there's like, "Yeah, no, my daughter goes insane. Like kids are gonna go absolute crazy over this." I was like, "Whoa." Um, so yeah, that's something that I forget what we were talking about beforehand. Oh,
Disney.
for kids. Yeah.
Yeah, for kids.
Kids, Disney and stuff. That'd be interesting. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
Um,
so I think you're right. Because the 50th anniversary of Disneyland, I think it is. Yeah, Walt Disney World 50th anniversary is October 1st. So
oh.
that's right around the corner. And we've had 2 months for them to experiment with Marvel, which
Yeah.
is arguably the biggest brand that they have under their umbrella, you know?
Yeah.
So, and we've sold out almost everything except for one drop that had stupid amounts of mints, but whatever. It's
Yeah.
it was a great experiment that they've done, and we're following Disney on all social platforms. So it's coming. It's
Yeah.
coming. People are saying Star Wars. We might get Star Wars before. We might get the hey, we're signed up with Disney now for the teaser. We're gonna tease you with Lucasfilms and some Star Wars, or we're gonna give you some Toy Story and Pixar because all under the same umbrella as
Yeah.
Disney. They started with Marvel to get the hype, and then it's just gonna follow suit until they can get to something Disney, like officially like a Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I mean the Pixar, the DreamWorks. I so the Toy Story stuff. I actually had I think they did it in Fortnite where they had yeah, here it is. It came on my memories on Facebook. Or no, maybe it's Legend of Zelda. Maybe it was a hack where I see the hearts for Legend of Zelda. But it's Buzz Lightyear and Woody just flying around
Oh,
in
that's so
wherever.
dope.
If we're able to do that in the VeVe, oh my god,
Oh man.
Buzz Lightyear falling with style, or like I can't wait for Shrek and Donkey. I can't wait to ride around on Donkey. That Shrek is like. Oh, also I don't know which a couple of my friends are teachers. Their kids that they teach that are in like middle school, even like high school, like they love the B movie, and I haven't seen it, but apparently like their B movie is our generation's Shrek.
Hmm.
And my friends that had like watched it, they're like, yeah, this B movie is terrible. I think like Jerry Seinfeld is the B, and like somebody else like he falls in love with a woman. I don't know. But kids would go ape for that. Like I don't understand it. Maybe boomer. I don't know. But yeah, kids go crazy for stuff. I want Shrek. I want that. I want Buzz Light. And that could be another car as well. Who's that remote control car from Toy Story? I forget the
Oh
name.
geez, yeah. No, man, he has a name.
They strap a racket to the back of him so he go really fast. That
Yeah.
was so good. Oh, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. I do now actually have to go. I have to go meet someone at the gym. I have to go get sushi later. Is good. Do you have any questions? I can say for like another minute or so if you have any.
No, no, no. I think that's pretty much it, man. It's been nice having you on the chat. I appreciate it. Um, I can't wait for this VVCon. I think it's in Vegas, you guys said.
The 20-cent party, I think, or 20 or 25-cent party will be in Vegas. The 10-cent party I'll be putting on in Long Island. Not 100% sure where yet. And then there's a 5-cent party that Dan Lee's putting on in Oklahoma. So I can't wait to go to that. I can't wait to meet Dan Lee. He's so chill. He's just so calm and cool and collected. I can't wait to like annoy him. I just can't wait just yeah. So that'll be pretty fun. I will be doing a Florida Orlando OMI thing, and I'm gonna pay for everybody's OMI tattoos if they go there. And I don't know when that'll be. Maybe like 30 cents, 50 cents. I don't know. And then at $1, I'm going to go. I don't know where, but I'm going to pay for Lindsay Sterling to do a private show for us.
Yeah.
Oh, she's like the violinist. I love that. So that'll be fun.
Did you ever get your Met Gala ticket?
No, they're not on sale, but the money is not the issue. It's the getting an invite. You have to talk to somebody that has like that goes there, or if somebody gets invited, you have to like buy their ticket. Like I'll do it. I'll sport an Ecomi OMI VeVe dress, whatever. I'll do it. It'll be like a backless dress. See an OMI tattoo on my back. I don't know. I'll do something like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. But it'll be good to have you at one of the parties. Good to see you. And yeah, this was fun. Send me the link when this is uploaded. I'll share it and everything.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It might be a day. Honestly, I have to run to an appointment. Lady has me
All right.
driving like an hour to this showing, but gotta get this fee out for these gems, right?
So get this bread. Get that bread.
Thank you. All right, man.
All
Have
right.
a great day. I appreciate it. Take
Gotcha.
care.
All right.
And
Never
best
say
of luck
bye to
on these
Dashy.
drops. Bye, Dashy.
Yep. All right. Bye. Later, man.